Hello and welcome to another episode of Put Me in Coach on episode 46, Diamondbacks versus Giants Game 1. Lineup of day, Kendall Marte is back to play second base and also on top of the lineup. And then Vargas kind of went downhill a little bit playing first base. Jose Fernandez playing DH, Tim Tawa playing left field, and I'm thinking the rest is the same. I think, I don't know because sometimes enough James McCain and even Marino kind of go back and forth, so I don't really remember so much of it, and so I'm thinking Gabe Marino, or maybe Marino went a little bit up. I'm trying to think of what it was and stuff. But overall, of enough, batting is really good. Honestly enough, it looks like everybody got a base hit. So, if you're going to see this in a way enough, that means enough of the Diamondbacks did good on offense and stuff, obviously. But I thinking a lot scoring is as well, in a way. So yeah, Marte went 2 for 4. Carroll went 2 for 4. Vargas went 2 for 5. Marino went 2 for 5. And then Ryan Wolfsmith went 3 for 3. So it's pretty good to see that. And then Jorge Barosa came in to play right field for Corbin Carroll. He went 0 for 1 basically and stuff. And then he basically went in right field in the 7th inning and stuff. And then James McCain came in the top of the 8th to play first baseman. He actually got a base hit and also got injured and stuff. So there's something went wrong with his knee when he went to run at first. But still got a base hit. I think that's something positive to that and stuff. And then in that inning, I think it was bottom of the 8th and stuff, Adrian Del Castro came in to pitch run for him at first base and stuff. And then for Jose Fernandez playing DH today, he went in the 9th inning to take over first base. So that was that. And then Vargas also went to third base. So Nolan Arenado got a break in the top of the 8th. So that's what is the movement at this time and stuff. So it was just crazy. Like, oh man, like this is our backup player, and then fortunately our backup player just got injured. So that was not a good for that and stuff. Pitching wise, of enough. Finally, I don't know what it is and stuff. This is the typical thing we're going to see with Zach Gallen. Okay, like we're gonna have some cold times. We're gonna have some hot times and stuff. And today, somehow enough, it works. He was clicking and stuff, and he was dialed in and stuff. He went 6 innings, gave 4 hits, struck out 4, walked once, and gave up 2 runs. So, looking pretty solid from there and stuff. Former Diamondbacks pitcher for the Giants, Robbie Ray and stuff. That was time of my high school time. With Zach Greinke and Robbie Ray and stuff. They were really good at that time in 2017 Diamondbacks. He didn't do so well. The Diamondbacks pretty much lit up off of him and stuff. He went 5 innings, gave up 11 hits, struck out once, walked 2, 9 runs. So, pretty crazy of that, you know? Like, I was literally going to play, like, I was about to play Fortnite with my best friend and stuff, and it was immediately enough, like, 9 to 2 at the time and stuff, and then the Diamondbacks just kept getting more runs and runs. So, like, it was insane at that point and stuff. So, Robert Ray just didn't look so well. I don't know what was wrong with him and stuff. He was very close enough to be an all-star last year, currently what I know from the Giants by going to Oracle Park last year and stuff, but I don't know. Someday you're just going to have bad days. Sometimes you're going to have a good day. So Zach Gallen had a good day, and Robert Ray just didn't and stuff. And to me enough, I was trying to think enough, were these pitchers were teammates? I'm trying to think about that. Because, to be honest of enough, I think he was. I think so. Because I remember Robbie Ray was also pitching when Kelly was also as the catcher. Not 100% sure, because Zach Gallen came to the Diamondbacks in 2019 with the trade with the Marlins and stuff, and then I think Robbie Ray was on the team at the time, and then he went to the Blue Jays in 2021 and won a Cy Young and stuff, so I'm thinking he was part of the 2019 and 2020 team. I think so. I'm not 100% sure. They might be teammates at the time on the Diamondbacks, so that's just what I thought and stuff. Bullpen today, Ryan Thompson, Brandon Garcia, and Jonathan Lizgia and stuff, and they didn't give any runs. So bullpen still doing pretty good and stuff. I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to go in scoring and stuff. There was a lot of scoring, but fortunately enough, I kind of break it down a little bit and stuff. Nolan Arenado with a grand slam in the bottom of the first. It's a good start. Willie Adames hit a solo home run to make it 1-4 in top of the second. Gabe Marino, or Gabriel Marino, whatever you call him. I call him Gabe and stuff. Hit a 2 home run to make it 9-2, bottom of the fifth. Ryan Wolfsmith hit a RBI double to make it 10-2, bottom of the fifth, and Kendall Marte with a RBI single to make it 11-2 in the bottom of the fifth. And the Diamondbacks won the game. Final score was 12-2, and they are now back to 500 with 23-23. And so Diamondbacks literally show up today and pretty much lit up the Giants. So, Giants did not really look good. I honestly enough, I get it. Like, the Giants don't look like the best team ever and stuff. They're struggling here and there and stuff. They still have good players on that team, but yeah. And also, I don't want to lose against the Giants, and also, I don't want to see their new celebration because they're humping each other and stuff. And honestly enough, I don't want a team to lose by humping, by celebrating. So, don't want that. Unfortunately, it got banned and they're still doing it. So, it's honestly enough, it's weird. The Giants are weird. Gilbert is weird. Bader's weird. I like Lee. He's fine. Romos, maybe. Who knows? But yeah, progress, I would definitely say just keep it going, you know. I think this always going to work every single time. Again, doesn't matter enough of what team it is. We got to just play the best we can and with the game and stuff. This is the positive in a way and stuff. So let's just keep hacking it and let's see what's going to happen tomorrow and game 3 as well. So, you know, these are the type of teams we got to give advantage on and stuff. And today was just a good day and stuff. Just like the batting just literally just keeps showing up and Giants cannot take it anymore and stuff, and the Diamondbacks gave advantage on that, and that's a good thing in a way. Like, don't say like enough of like, oh, I feel bad for the Giants and stuff. You know, I would absolutely give some like having no respect with the Giants in some ways enough, and for me having like respect with the Rockies, because the Rockies are actually in last place and the Giants are not. So you gotta understand from there and stuff. Giants are not the worst, so the Rockies are. So we want to be nice, but here and there and stuff. But the Giants just didn't do so well today. And the offense for the Diamondbacks were just showing, and we just got to keep doing that and stuff. And same thing with pitching. We just got to do the same thing and stuff. And hopefully of enough, because I know I was harsh on Gallen last time because he didn't look like the ace of last time he was pitching and stuff. And he needs to show he is the ace of this team and stuff till the time of Corbin Burns is going to show up later on and stuff. But this is the way we need to perform, and less runs, more runs for us. And if we have more runs than the other teams and we get to the ninth inning and we win, it's more positive to a win than taking it very close game. Like, close games are exciting, but we want to win the best that we can and stuff. And getting demolish another team, it's what it is, I just want my Diamondbacks to do the best they can and win the best. I want this team to be the best and stuff. At this time, they're not, because they're just a 500 team, but I wanted to see them more better in a way and stuff. So that's that and stuff. We just need to keep progress and also have that consistent to the win and stuff. So keep looking at your homework, look at all these typical things, get ready for tomorrow and stuff, all these typical things. Just get ready, be present, have the energy, have some fun, play some ball, and let's get some dubs. Like, that's all that matters and stuff. MVP on this podcast today is going to be Nolan Arenado with that grand slam. This is his third time winning MVP on this podcast, so good for him. I was a little going back and forth with Ryan Wall-Smith because he won 3 for 3 and stuff, but I don't know. Grand slam is huge and stuff, especially enough to do it in the beginning of the game and stuff. It's a big change from the game and stuff, and exactly what he's supposed to do in a way. So that's pretty much of that. Hopefully win tomorrow and stuff, and getting that advantage over the Giants and stuff, because we're honestly playing the Rockies and the Giants at this time and stuff. After this, we're going to play the Rockies again and stuff. So this is just a good time enough of just get some wins, do your part and get some wins. Like, that's where I'm trying to look for and stuff. And let's take the leap and more passive enough of let's don't lose against these teams and stuff, because they can win some games, but we just got to do better than what it is and stuff. So that's pretty much of that. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Have a great day, and thank you for watching.